Okay, everybody, we're going to talk about 3 health myths that are forcing your midsection to expand, your energy to die, and your feelings of failure to grow, and how to overcome these without more salads and cardio. So, why are you here? Well, you might be somebody who's spent years dieting, you haven't lost the weight you want, and you feel like a failure. There are so many women out there who feel the exact same way that you do. And I'm here to tell you it's not your fault. You haven't been given the right information. You haven't been given the right kind of formula for you that's going to work for you. So remember, it's not your fault, and we're going to fix that. You also might be one of those people who has maybe 10 to 20 pounds to lose, and your clothes just aren't fitting right. And you really want to make a change. Well, I can promise you that will change if you follow along and listen to what I have to say. You may be a person who knows what to do to be healthy, but you just can't seem to do it on your own. I will tell you that there is never anything wrong with getting assistance and with getting a coach and getting help. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to be your coach, to be your guide. And if you've always dreamed of taking control of your weight and seeing significant changes that last, then I can promise you that you are in the right place. I really want to help 2 types of women. The first type is the person who's been dieting for most of their adult life, as I have, and you've continued to not have the long term weight loss success that you've always wanted. And again, you feel like a failure. Or you might be one of those women who has never had to worry about her weight, and you just started to notice changes in your body that you're really not liking, and you really want to turn things around before it gets away from you. So, my goal for this presentation is for you to learn that the only way for you to lose weight and keep it off is to determine what your one thing is that will be the key to unlocking your weight loss secret. And to follow up on that, the best way to do that is through my Your Body Beautiful coaching program. Well, who am I? Well, I'm Kristen Jones. I'm a certified personal trainer, a Pilates instructor, and a weight management specialist. I'm the owner of Kristen Jones Coaching, which is a wellness consulting business. I'm a scheduling manager of 3 yoga studios in Northern California. I'm a marathon runner, and I am a hot yoga enthusiast. I have been in fitness for most of my life, and I couldn't imagine doing anything else. So here's my story. Like I said, I've been active in the fitness industry since I was a teenager. I was about 18 when I started doing group exercise classes. And I knew I always wanted to impact people's lives in an immediate way through fitness and through weight loss and in helping them achieve their health goals. And I think I really wanted to do that because I knew there was a healthier way than what I had been doing. Because when I was about 16 or 17, I fell victim to an eating disorder. And because of that experience, and that experience is one that never goes away. My mission became clear in life, and my mission as a wellness coach is really to try to help women end the dangerous body and weight expectations that we have placed on us, not only in our society but around the world. And I also want to help women love and accept their bodies as is, as they are right now, because the only way to make any change is to love who you are in that moment. I also want to create a healthy life for people from the inside out and let them know it's not all about what it looks like on the outside, but I also want to address the mind, the heart, and the spirit. One of the things that I find so challenging is to not see food as the enemy. And that's one thing I really want to share with people is how I've overcome being afraid to eat and being afraid of what I eat. Food is not the enemy. It's something that sustains us and gets us through our days. So we need to have a different mindset and a different mindset shift when it comes to food. And lastly, I just knew in my heart that there was a gentler, more rational way to lose weight. And I truly believe that I've found it, and I've found how you can not only lose weight, but have a more well-rounded and enjoyable and happy life. So does this sound like you? You feel stuck at your current weight, even though you're seemingly doing everything right. You can't stop craving your forbidden foods. It seems like every bag of chips and every cupcake is talking to you. And you exercise regularly. You really feel like you're doing the right things, but you still feel like your pants are getting tighter. Even though you're exercising, there doesn't seem to be any sense into why that's happening. Well, I know so many women who have been faced with that exact same situation. They have been perplexed by why things just aren't happening for them. And I know so many women who have felt that way and who have done something about it, who have made the changes and made the little tweaks and the lifestyle alterations in their life that have changed significantly where they are. So the three health myths that we are about to uncover are really, again, three myths that the health and wellness industry really wants you to believe. And I'm here to prove them wrong and then to show you a better way. So the myth number one is that eating less food than you burn will naturally allow your body to shed fat. Myth number two, more willpower and self-discipline will eliminate food cravings. And myth number three, that the only way to lose belly fat is by doing more and more cardio. So let's address myth number one. So eating less food than you burn will naturally allow your body to shed fat. Now, that sounds pretty reasonable, that calories in, calories out, you have to burn a certain number of calories, then you eat, more than you eat, and that seems to make a lot of sense. But I'm here to prove that wrong. So some people think that, well, everything I read in magazines say it's all about calories in, calories out. Or they say, well, I'm afraid to eat more calories because I know I will gain weight. Well, let me tell you a quick story. So this is Nancy, and Nancy was stuck at the same weight for over a year. And one thing that's really important to know about Nancy is Nancy's a very health conscious, very healthy person. She eats really well, eats clean, and exercises as regularly as she can. And she just felt like she was working, and nothing was changing. Well, Nancy was able to lose 6 pounds in 4 weeks by changing just one thing in her diet. She really just did one simple change, and the pounds just started coming off. And what she did was, instead of starving herself in the morning, she added a hearty breakfast, and the pounds just started to melt away. She could not have been more happy. So let's check out this study to kind of see where this is going. So a Harvard University study shows that reducing the amount of processed carbs is more important than reducing overall calories. So it's not really about the number of calories, it's about the type of calories that you're eating and the type, more specifically, the type of processed carbs. And that even with a calorie deficit, a body will hold on to fat if it is fed the wrong types of foods. So again, that calories in, calories out just doesn't make sense. So I know you might also be thinking, but in the past when I did eat more, I always gained weight. So it might not be that you were eating more, but it might have been what you were eating. So the truth is, when you eat the right kinds of foods, you can eat way more and your body will still shed fat. And it's not always what you eat, but it's also when you eat it. Timing is a huge thing. And lastly, you don't need to feel hungry to lose weight, that's great. That's a relief. Myth number two, more willpower and self-discipline will eliminate food cravings. Now, I know many people think, well, I can't lose weight because I just don't have enough self-discipline. It's just too hard, or my cravings are too strong. Well, let me share another quick story with you. So this is Kathleen, and Kathleen lost 10 pounds in 2 months and didn't battle food cravings the entire time. She made just a few tweaks to her routine and the weight just disappeared. She was able to live her life as she ordinarily did. She made just a few adjustments and suddenly the weight started coming off. So the answer to myth number two is that trying harder to resist foods is not going to be the answer. There's something about our bodies are amazing things, and the hormones that your body produces as a result of stress and sleep deprivation make you crave your favorite foods. So just resisting is not necessarily going to be enough because your body is actually craving those foods because of other things that are going on with it. The body has physiological responses to certain circumstances that can't be overcome by trying harder. Sometimes we just need to take care of the stress and the lack of sleep, and that will be our solution. Well, I know some of you might be thinking, but resisting my favorite foods is just too hard after a stressful day. So again, we have that piece of stress there, and the stress is then causing those food cravings to come on, and it's just too hard. Well, I'm here to tell you the truth, and that is that adding just one thing to your daily routine can dramatically reduce stress and cut your food cravings. And strangely enough, activity in the bedroom will do more to shed pounds than increasing your cardio. And lastly, your brain wants to make the right food choices, and it will when given the right circumstances and when fed the correct foods. So we've come to our last myth, and our last myth is the only way to lose belly fat is to do more and more cardio. I don't know about any of you, but I know that when I was younger, hours at the gym, and I'd see people on the ellipticals and on the treadmills just pounding away for hours and hours and hours. But the thing is, they never seemed to change. Their body shape never seemed to change. So maybe there was something to that, but nobody really knew back then. So some people will tell me that every magazine article encourages long, sustained cardio sessions. Am I saying that they're wrong? Or I often hear the only way to burn calories is through torturous cardio. Well, let me explain something that I've learned. So it's time for me to confess. Um, I have been working out for all of my adult life. I've run 11 marathons since the age of 30. And over the course of my life, I have done thousands of hours of training and run thousands of miles. And I can tell you that, anywhere from 60-minute runs to 4-hour runs. And I can tell you that my body and my weight has never been in better shape than it is now. And I run approximately 60 minutes per week. I have dramatically cut the amount of cardio, long sustained cardio sessions that I do. And my body is in better shape than it's ever been. Well, where's the proof to that? Well, it might work for me, but what does that mean for anybody else? Well, studies have shown that weight training has a long-term impact on the body's ability to burn fat. Muscles really become the powerhouse. They require energy, and they burn more energy as opposed to fat cells. So the more muscle you have, the more energy you're going to burn. And after a strength training session, the body will burn energy for up to 38 hours and result in a more efficient metabolism. So your metabolism is going to be increased. You're going to be burning the foods that you eat as well as the fat stores that you already have. Well, I know some of you might be thinking, but I'm afraid if I strength train, I will get big and bulky. And I know many, many people feel that way. But the truth is, women lack what it takes to get big and bulky. We just don't have the makeup naturally for that to occur. And when you're doing the right kinds of exercise, you can work out for way less time. And there's something much more impactful than cardio when it comes to losing weight. So after you've heard all this, let me ask you a question. Are you excited and intrigued about what we've covered so far? So again, just to jog your memory, the 3 health myths are that eating less food than you burn will naturally allow your body to shed fat. More willpower and self-discipline will eliminate food cravings. And the only way to lose belly fat is to do more and more cardio. So I've given you a lot of information. Are you feeling a bit overwhelmed by all the information? And sometimes it might be conflicting information from what you have believed for many, many years. You might feel like this girl. I love the fact that she's a redhead because I am too. So she reminds me of me. But it's a little overwhelmed with all that water streaming into her face. So now, can I share an offer that will help you lose stubborn fat by overcoming these 3 myths that we just looked at? After years and years of my own struggle and really, really examining all of the information out there. There's so much material out on the internet, in books, online, that it can be overwhelming. So I've kind of filtered through everything and I've put together the best pieces that I have found and the most innovative and newest techniques and strategies that you can put together to permanently lose the weight that you desire. And I've come up with Your Body Beautiful, which is find your unique path to weight loss success. And the key to that is your unique path. Everyone has a different path when it comes to losing weight and to keeping it off permanently. And my goal as a trainer and as a coach is to find out what's going to work for your body and what's going to make your body the beautiful body that you want. So Your Beautiful Body is all about helping you lose weight and keeping it off. And that's really the key, is keeping it off. You'll start to see results in just 3 to 6 days. And you'll do it all without a gym, starving yourself, cutting out all the food you love, or feeling deprived. And the best part is you don't have to do it alone. Here is what you get when you sign up for the program. You get me as your personal wellness coach to guide you to discovering what your individualized process is to help you achieve the body and life that you've always wanted. Through personalized check ins, insightful analysis of your thought processes, and development of the correct mindset to enable your body to release fat without so much effort and work, together we will embark on the journey to take you to a place where dieting will become a thing of the past. Every aspect of your program will be completely individualized based upon your own personal needs, likes and dislikes, and habits, so the program will fit you and will be exclusive to you only. All programs are individually created and administered. So, why is this so important for you? So, I've heard so many people say that they've tried to either do it on their own or they've gone to places where it feels like it's a cookie cutter. They've just been handed a program and it just doesn't work. And the alternative is that you could hire a nutritionist, a life coach, a personal trainer, but that's going to get really expensive and it's going to get really time consuming to meet with all of those people. And as busy as everyone is, we just don't have time. So my mission is to help you break through, and I'm here to guide you, to support you, to answer your questions, and to make sure that you get the lasting results that you are looking for. Too many people believe that they know their bodies and they don't need a coach. Or I've worked with a coach before and it just didn't help. For some reason we just didn't jive. And to be honest, the truth is that we all need a coach or we all need a support system if we're going to achieve our best. And truthfully, I have 2 business coaches that I could not get by without because I realize that there are aspects of running a business that I am not an expert in and I need assistance. And that's where I find my biggest strength is looking to others for assistance. And I want you to feel comfortable doing that as well. I have more than 18 years experience in the fitness industry helping women like you, and I know what works and I want to share it with you. And I'm so excited to do that. So let me tell you a little bit about Gina. So I've known Gina for about 3 years. We've been working together for the last 6 months. And Gina really wanted to incorporate fitness back into her life and to kind of get back to a centered place and wasn't really sure how to get it done. She's a busy mom. She has her own business. She works from her home. She has 2 little ones. And she really wasn't sure how to manage all the aspects of bringing that piece back into her life. And Gina says, when working with Kristen, there is this multifaceted relational component that made all the difference. Kristen guided me in pulling back the veil and allowed me to see myself. I hadn't done that in years. And Gina incorporated high-intensity interval training and yoga back into her life and found the balance that she was looking for. In addition, there's Abby. And Abby is another friend that I've known for about 3 years, and we've been working together about 6.5 months. And Abby states that Kristen helped me establish a fitness routine that was in sync with my hormones. By incorporating her videos into my workouts, I have brought back balance into my life. So appreciate her guidance and help. So who does Your Body Beautiful work for? Well, it works for women who don't like exercising. It works for those who do exercise and really enjoy it, but they aren't seeing the results, and that can be so incredibly frustrating. It works for women who don't have a lot of spare time, who have special dietary needs. Maybe they're just starting out on this fitness journey. Maybe they're just, or this wellness journey, and they're just realizing that I need to make some changes. Or they could be somebody who just has 5 to 10 pounds to lose and just can't seem to get it off. And more specifically, it works for women whose metabolisms have changed and they need to try something new. One thing that I've realized is as we get older, what we did 6 months, a year, 3 years ago might not work now because our bodies are constantly changing, constantly evolving, and we need to be kept up to speed on what's going to work for our body in our particular moment in our lifetime. And that's really, really important to realize that there is no blueprint and cookie cutter that we can just say, here's your program, this is going to work for you. We have to try new things and see what's going to work for us. So the number one reason why people don't get started, and I think everybody, when they have some weight to lose, they want it to happen, but it's just hard to get started. And oftentimes the most common thing is that you just don't, it's not a good time. It's just not a good time. There's events, there's birthday parties, there's a cruise, there's a vacation, there's work parties. And truthfully, there's never a perfect time to take on a big change in your life. So instead, just start. Even implementing a fraction of what you're going to learn from me will lead to major, major transformation. The cool thing is all I'm asking is that you get on a call with me, and all I want to do is explain the program to you a little bit more so you can learn, you can get a taste of it, and you can see if this might be the key that's going to unlock that weight loss secret for you. So when you call, you're going to get the number one mindset shift that has allowed so many women to never have to start over and diet again. They've been able to lose the weight and keep it off, and it's just one mindset shift. And I know you might be thinking, well, I've heard those promises before, and then I only last on the plan for a month, or I've tried the positive thinking technique and it doesn't work for me. Well, the truth is, most people just need a few tweaks, and it really isn't about a huge life overhaul. It's just a few tweaks to your daily routine in order to see changes begin and to get that momentum and that ball rolling. And sometimes that's all we need. Also, when you call, you're going to learn the reason why willpower isn't needed to beat your food cravings. You don't need to have so much willpower to beat cravings. And I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to share the secret of what that means and how you can get rid of food cravings forever. And I know you might be thinking, well, I've never been able to fight my food cravings. It's just too much work and it's always there. Or after a long day at work, I just don't have it in me to resist the foods I love. And the truth is that by developing some simple shifts in your daily habits and diet, your food cravings will disappear and you will be able to get through the day and eat clean and feel really, really fabulous. And finally, when you call, you'll get the 2-minute strategy that will guarantee that every day will be a happy day. And I can tell you this one thing that I added to my routine about 10 years ago has significantly altered every day of my life. And I can't wait to share with you what that is and how much it has impacted me and the direction of my life and how I feel about my life. And I just want to share that. I share it with everybody. I want to share it with everybody. I want to share it with you. And I think it's so incredibly powerful. And I know it will change your life as well. So I know you might be thinking, but I'm so busy. There's no way I have time to do anything more. I don't have any time to add anything more to my schedule. Where am I going to fit that time in? Or there's just too many outside influences that are impacting my life that I don't know if happiness, is it even possible? There's just too many things. People are all around us, and sometimes it's just too hard to separate. Well, the truth is, it doesn't take more time to be happy. It just takes developing habits that will help you make the right decision to improve your happiness. Happiness is a choice every single day. And I want to show you the habits that are going to help you be happy every single day. Many women also say, my body just won't change. And they've given up. They've given up because they've tried so many times. They've tried so many different diets, so many different things, and it just doesn't work. And the truth is that your body can change significantly when you set yourself up for success and you take the stress out of losing weight. You just need the right goals and structure to allow your body to release fat forever. Now, this is my favorite slide. I love this slide. So when I was putting this program together, I had two choices. And it is similar to the choice that you have when looking to purchase a razor to shave your legs. I know we've all been there before trying to decide which razor to go with. I had a decision to make. Do I create a program that would be like the razor on the left, cost less money, and would give clients the basics they would need to lose a few pounds, or do I provide you all the coaching, support, guidance, encouragement, skills, strategies, and techniques needed to empower you to lose the weight you want and keep it off forever? I decided in order for my clients to be successful and satisfied, I wanted to provide more services to people who value themselves and their happiness and health. And I want to provide a toolbox full of strategies that you can use to keep the weight off and to keep it off forever. What would it be worth to you? So, if you were finally able to lose the stubborn belly fat that's been lingering for years, what would that be worth to you? How about if you could keep that weight off forever and know exactly what your body needs in order to lose even more weight? What would that be worth to you? Right now, you're sitting at a crossroads. You have two options. You can do nothing and hope something changes in the future. Everything we've just talked about would be a total waste. Or you can take a leap of faith and just test it out. Call, talk to me, learn more, and see if it might be a fit for you. The cool thing about Your Body Beautiful is that there's a guarantee. This is a totally free call. There's absolutely no obligation to join, to sign up, nothing. You will leave the call with one strategy action plan in place for you to try for 1 week to see if it works for you. The real question is it worth investing a few minutes of your time to check out Your Body Beautiful? Even if it does only half of what I've claimed today, wouldn't it be worth a few minutes of your time to give it a shot? Something to think about. If you choose to do nothing, how will you feel when you wake up tomorrow morning and you aren't any closer to losing the weight you want? If you choose to do nothing, won't that just exacerbate your feelings of disappointment, frustration, and discomfort in your own skin? It's kind of tough. It's kind of a tough call to think about staying in that same position, the same situation. Or the alternative is that you could book a call with me and just talk. Find out if Your Body Beautiful might be the answer that you've been looking for to losing the weight forever. Make today the day your life changes. You can't get time back. Doing nothing will keep you exactly where you are. Don't spend another day stuck. Discover your unique path, and that's the key, your unique path for lasting results. And always, always remember that you can lose the weight you want. Just book your call to find out how we can make it happen together. Now, there's a link at the bottom of the page, and I encourage you to click on the link to book your call and find out more about Your Body Beautiful. I want to take a moment to just thank you so very much for listening and, again, putting yourself first, putting your needs, your priorities, and yourself at the top of your list. And I really, truly hope that you take advantage of this opportunity and you book a call and we talk and we see if it might be a fit for you. Your Body Beautiful has changed lives, and I'm really excited and I want to change your life as well. Thank you again.